We are the true masters of the Earth sphere.
Are we muted? Did you just play it? Are we live? Man. Well, hey everybody, it's your boy Sleepwalker, the man who walks the dream. I'm sorry, didn't get the signal, but we are here now to play some more D&D. Well, actually, Monster of the Week. We are still off from our main campaign. We got a person missing today. John's out. He is sick, so hopefully he'll get better. It's just the normal stomach bug. I don't think it's the big sick. But before we get in, I think probably that. Maybe some food poisoning. But before we get in, let's go ahead and introduce our players. We have, of course, me is Agent R, your stalwart, always cool agent. We've got Rusty over here, our 11-year-old alien boy, and we've got Dr. Eel, which is a man of mystery. And, and we're going to get into a new adventure. We don't know what it is, and we're excited to find out. So we're going to go ahead and go to Jeff, the keeper. We'll get all into it.
Hello.
Hello. I was pinging like a madman, by the way.
You were. I saw it.
I didn't know. I was confused.
Okay. So to give a little recap, you guys stopped the haunting. You stopped the haunting. There. I could play some like ambient music through Roll20. I guess. I don't know. More highway music.
You said Lord Highway?
I said more highway. Lord Highway.
Necrogoblicon.
And what was the move right after you guys met with the agents of SCAT, the Supernatural Combat and Tactics team?
I don't think we did anything really after that.
Well, yeah, I'm asking did you guys just like get a hotel and like maybe try to?
I'm assuming so, right?
Take sleep.
The first thing we did was disparage their name.
Yeah, we did. We tried.
Yeah, and then we accepted their offer of partnership. So afterwards, I would say we went to go ahead and maybe we should go to a diner and eat.
We probably went and got that family and took them back home, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't they have guys to do that? Nah, we should probably do that. You're right. We should probably do that.
I say we either have done that or we can.
Let's say
you guys did that. That's fine.
Let's say we had done that. And maybe we spent the night at a hotel. We're at a diner. We're eating. You know.
You guys go to so for the sake of convenience, we'll say the diner is directly next to the motel. There is a diner beside the motel. I think that would make sense.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a Waffle House?
It is a Waffle Home. Because I feel like Waffle House.
Does it smell like vomit?
Yes.
Thank God.
Well, actually, Rusty, you don't know. Agent R and Dr. Eel, you guys have like walked down there assuming that Rusty would meet you guys, and Rusty's nowhere to be found.
What
I'm a ghost now.
You see where Rusty went, Doc? Yeah. Did you see him? That's I should have expected that response. Let's see.
What was his name again?
Rusty, come on, man. You know Rusty, the alien boy.
Oh, yes.
Doc, listen. I respect your knowledge, but you gotta lay off the drugs.
Absolutely not.
At least on job. I guess I'm gonna look around the diner for Rusty.
Yeah, you notice that he's not there. There's only one other. There's like a couple, like an elderly couple eating breakfast, and then there's the cook and the only server in the diner. And while you guys are like curious and wondering, like where the fuck Rusty is, let's jump cut. And Rusty, you're waking up, and all you see is a bright, like extremely bright white light just shining directly in your
Oh
face.
man, I know what this is. Should we go to a different? Are we going to a different channel or nah?
Nah, not through this.
Oh, I know what this is. Is that Rusty's voice? What was it? Was it close? Probably not.
You sounded like more kid-like.
Oh, it sounded like Mickey Mouse. Oh, I know what's going on here.
Less Pillsbury Doughboy, more child. But,
Oh man, I know what's happening here.
That's it.
I'm gonna refill my drink while you do this.
And you guys, not you guys, just you. You sit up. You're not restrained or anything, but you're surrounded by other gray aliens.
Oh man, is Rumspringa over already?
And one steps forward and he says, no, it's not. You're still you're still on your Rumspringa. If we more or less picked you up. We found you after you helped with that weird what do the Earthlings call it?
I think
Ghost?
they call 'em,
Geist?
they called it a poltergeist, or like I don't know. It's a creepy old
well-
pervert lady's what I called her.
Well, regardless, you helped with that, so we decided to pay you a visit. We have a little problem, and you notice that the gray alien that's talking to you is much taller, so he's like a full adult, whereas you're still a child. Not too much taller though, because gray aliens
We're
are
all
short.
small.
Yeah, but you notice that he has a bunch of Earthling tattoos.
Yeah.
And he has slug life across his stomach.
Oh man, that's a super cool ink there, man. That is fly.
And he says, thank you. What is your name, young one?
I go by Rusty here on Earth.
Oh, what is your real name, though? And he says, "Oh, yeah, I think I remember your mother. My name is Hicknook Hoot Nip Mop. But you may have known me on Earth as Tupac."
Tupac, the legendary Tupac Shakur. I knew you weren't dead. I knew
He
it.
says, the one and only. And he like shapeshifts into Tupac, and then right back into a gray alien. And he says,
I used to love Dear Mama. It was a good song.
Your ambitions as a writer was weird.
and he says, I appreciate it. So you and me both know part of Rumspringa is to join a gang if you are proposed. So this is my proposition on behalf of all of us. Would you like to join us? We do some thug shit, but it's mostly like helping out Earthlings because I come to really like these guys.
Do I have to get one of those tattoos?
No, not if you
Can I?
don't want, but oh yes, definitely.
I want one across my chest that says, "Only Zod can judge me."
And he says, "Easy enough." And he reaches over and he speaks in like an alien language, and another guy walks up with like a ray gun and points it right at your chest. And instead of shooting like a death ray or whatever you would expect a ray gun to shoot, it like scans your chest, and as it scans over it, the words "Only Zod can judge me" in Old English pop up on your chest.
He's like, "Oh, that's fly." Bugging out, man. This is so cool.
And he says, "I'm glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, I'm taking that as being a sign that you're in. You want to join."
I mean, I guess I'm kind of already in a gang with a bunch of Earthlings. You know, there's like a crazy old
That's more-
scientist man,
That's more the group.
but
Like that's more just some buds, I would imagine.
it's not a gang.
Have you killed anybody?
I mean, maybe we killed a
Oh,
ghost.
then it might be a gang. So maybe you need to go back and make
Can
sure
you
that,
be in two gangs?
that you're not around. I mean, I
don't
think
think
that's
we're rivals.
around against, and if as long as you're not rivals, I guess that's fine.
Well, I mean, we'll do what we do what we want. You know, thug
There
life.
are gangs. There are friendly gangs.
And he like points at his chest with two fingers, or his stomach, and he says,
I
"That's
do.
right."
With Sammy Sosa, I'll do the Sammy Sosa shit.
What?
Before he mysteriously turned pink. I don't know what happened to that guy.
And he says, "So, Rusty, you can be a new recruit with us.
All right.
Sorry to like pull you out of bed so urgently, but we have a small issue. It's a couple of kilometers north from where you're at now. Something happened. Can't really go into that much detail because people may be listening." And he starts to like look around.
It's those
And he
government
says-
idiots.
Oh, maybe.
I hope you're listening, dick bags.
And he says, "Did you hear about that group that named themselves after excrement? That was awful." And
It's true.
and he says, "But I believe the name of the town is Lexington."
I've heard of it.
And he says, "Yeah, there has
I've heard
been
that
a
that's
man."
where the greatest tradition in college basketball is. That's what Rusty says.
Maybe
That's what the Earthlings
Sure.
all say. That's what they all believe. It's like a kingdom there.
every single Earthling you've ever met says that.
All the smart ones.
Oh, well, that makes sense. And he says, "But yeah, go there. There is a general. There's a hospital. Lexington General, Lexington, as he says. He's like, look for a man named David Chin.
David
Something
Chins.
as
David's
David with the
Chins.
chin. Yes,
Okay.
but
I can do that. What is he going to tell me what I need to do?
He's going to tell you what happened to him. Maybe you can figure it out. We're not real sure. We just know that something from around here is on Earth, and it definitely should not be."
Oh, well, me and my my secondary gang or tertiary gang. How many gangs am I? I don't remember, but we can handle it for sure. They're pretty tough, these Earthlings.
It's like, so
There's a
you're
guy, Mr.
associate-
R. He's like smart. He's tough. And then there's another guy, Dr. Ill. He licks stuff. And there's another guy. I can't remember his name, but he's like passed out right now. But he's cool too.
And he says, "Just get the super dangerous bioweapon and bring it back. Okay, bye now." And as soon as the thought super dangerous
I say,
bioweapon
peace out,
crosses your
home
mind,
skillet.
and as soon as like that thought crosses your mind when you say super dangerous bioweapon, a bright light flashes again, and you wake up in your hotel room.
I'm gonna walk. Do I know they're in the diner?
You know that nobody's in the room with you.
I'm gonna look around for them until I find them. And when I do, I'm gonna take my shirt off so my tattoo is prominently displayed. And I'm
Are
gonna
you
walk
still
in.
like a 15-year-old kid?
I am. Oh, I'm actually 11, and I'm going to do like the pimpling walk on the way in.
Are you gonna throw up your season crypt walk?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing all that. Rusty's not that cool. He's just trying real hard to be.
I assume
It looks
I hear
like
the
he's
door open.
has Bell's. He looks like he has a Lou Gehrig's
All right.
disease or something.
So,
It's not. It doesn't look good.
Let's say we went back to the room to see if we left Rusty there,
I meet him on the way.
and then
Yeah.
And then we'll meet him on the way.
I immediately peeled my
Um,
shirt off, and I'm just like, "What's up, guys?
Listen, Rusty.
How's it
What
hanging?"
did what did I tell you
This
about looking
is
like?
interesting.
What have I told you about looking like a 1992 street tough?
Listen, some people got it, some people don't. I don't know what I can say.
Where did you get that, and where did you go?
I joined a gang with Tupac.
Well, he is still alive.
It's true. I saw him. He's an alien, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Also Madonna and Michael Jackson
Well, it seems right.
and David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
That's how he makes all those things disappear.
Yeah, those things are a little like I
He
never
just beams
understood
them
that.
up.
I've seen another dimension before, but I never understood how David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
A really big mirror is what I always thought till I found out he was an alien as well.
Either way, what was this gang?
You know what? I didn't ask them their names, but I'm in it. They gave me a
You're in
tattoo
it?
and everything.
Are
So-
they human or are they?
Oh no, we're all aliens,
Oh,
but they're cool with
nice.
humans, and they actually have a mission for us. There's some kind of like super dangerous bioweapon on the loose in Lexington, and we need to take care of it.
Well, Rusty, as much as I'd like to go on the whims of an 11-year-old alien boy,
Yeah, we should.
I
Yeah, I want to
don't
as
think
well.
we can just. I don't think we could just go off on a bureau mission without getting a call from the bureau.
It's not a bureau mission; it's a gang mission.
I know, but we work for the bureau.
I don't.
I mean, technically,
I'm here making a
you
TV
do.
show.
Technically, you do, Rusty.
I don't work for anyone. I quit. I tender my resignation. I'm 11. That's child labor.
You're not from Earth.
I'm still 11 no matter where I'm at.
Well, that kind of skirts our laws.
I don't know.
Either way, what did they say about this incredibly dangerous?
Seems you Earth
bioweapon?
people have a real problem with illegal aliens. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that is true. Here, tell me about the bioweapon, and I'll call it in.
It's just super dangerous. We need to talk with David's chins
All right. Give
at
me 1
Lexington
minute.
General Hospital. It's like killing people left and right, I think, is what's
All right,
happening.
well, give me
I
1
think
minute.
it went to the nursery and it killed all the babies in the nursery and ate them,
All right.
consumed them.
I'm gonna take out my phone, walking away.
Tell them that for sure. That's true. I know it is.
Take off the. I'm gonna take out the walkie-talkie thing with the light in the middle. I'm gonna do the number, hit it, and then also get the inhuman noise. Yeah, go ahead, put me through. Thank you. And then I'm calling the bureau.
Okay, and you get through, and you hear on the other side, go for Charlotte.
Go for say that again.
Charlotte, this is Charlotte. How can I help you?
Oh, okay. I said go. I don't know why you start your sentence like that, Charlotte. But I'm Agent R, and we have from our I'm sure you know Agent Rusty, and
Hi,
We
Charlotte.
prefer asset. We prefer asset, Rusty.
Well, that's
yeah.
a little hurtful, Charlotte.
he prefers Agent, and I
Charlotte, how do you
respect
feel about dead babies? Huh?
that.
I'm very pro against dead babies.
Well,
That's a very weird way to say that, Charlotte.
Well, pro-choice against dead
that
babies.
sounded awful suspicious, Charlotte.
Anyways, we have gotten information that there may be a bioweapon in Lexington, and I need to know if we can get it confirmed to go down there and check it.
Bioweapon. Hang on. Let me let me do some hacking. And you hear like some keyboard clacking on the other side.
Hack-a-man. Hack-a-man.
Hacker man.
Hacking the time.
You're nagging too much time. But
Charlotte,
she
we all know you're wearing a Nintendo Power Glove.
she says, "Shit, how did they know?"
I know everything. Ooh.
But she says, she's okay. I'm in Lexington General's database right now. The only thing weird that I'm seeing is a David Chin
Yeah, Davis Chance.
who got admitted earlier today after his husband or boyfriend. It's the 90s. They can't marry yet, unfortunately. After his boyfriend beat him up, and he claims that it was self-defense, but David claims that he doesn't remember anything. So that's kind of weird. You can go up, yeah. You have to go ahead and check that out. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Oh, well, wow. Kind of cheapens the mission and the lives we risk every day. But yeah, sure. We'll go
Domestic
ahead and go down
abuse
there.
is people's
We'll go ahead and
lives.
go down there and check that out. Like, which is our job, Susan. Susan, is that your name?
Charlotte, but close enough, I guess. Agent W, is that how does that feel?
Well, I've gotten used to the hard, discourse that I have to face every day as an agent. But I'm gonna go ahead and hang up. I want you to go ahead and think about, you know, the way you talk, Susan.
Yeah,
All right.
think about the way you talk to
I was
people,
just
Susan.
saying, I don't care
off.
that.
I cut off in the middle. Like, all right, boys, we're going to Lexington.
Dr. Ill,
So
what do
now
you
the
know about
question is,
bioweapons?
are you guys going to hijack John's van since
Yeah.
he's not here?
I got a spaceship.
Nah, you can't take the spaceship.
It's cloaked. They'll never know. We established
Fine.
that against my will last time.
But we also established that I'm going to let you call it in as like a cavalry thing and not a travel from point A to point B thing.
It's
Well,
all right.
let's get in this crappy van.
It's all
Super
right.
uncool.
I still got the keys to the van. Agent Shepard has to go on another mission, but I still got the keys to the van.
Well, he's going to like these changes I'm going to do to the van. I would like to roll magic to see if I can change the van to look like the Mystery Machine.
Yeah, roll use magic.
Please, God, work. Yes.
Yeah, you do it. The van now looks just like the.
When you open the door, just mysterious smoke comes out. I said, man, that smells like a skunk.
Man, Rusty, he's most likely gonna hate this, but I have to say you did a good job.
But I will say, due to copyright issues, it doesn't say Mystery Machine on the side. It says Question Mobile.
I'm about it.
Isn't that like also like the car of a DC hero? I don't know.
It is actually.
Anyways, licensed property aside, let's go ahead and get on down there, boys.
Bioweapons, you say?
I love that you did that.
This man, Internet Explorer, what's happening here?
Had a bad trip on those one time at the university.
On bioweapons? Excuse me?
Doc,
it was bad. I found him in the woods holding a tire.
Your life gets more interesting every second. So I'm in the car. I guess the doc is in the seat and Rusty's back there.
Is there a mysterious dog inside this car now? They can almost speak like a human.
Hey, can he be another agent?
That would be all that in a bag of chips.
No, there's no mysterious dog that just shows up. Maybe I'll give you the opportunity to adopt
Listen, guys.
a game pet. I don't know.
Let's see if we can tame this bioweapon and make him our pet to help us solve mysteries.
Or alternatively, Tupac can really start to like you guys and shapeshift into a dog and just hang out.
Oh my god!
Well,
incredible.
we'll see. We'll see in the future. Maybe we'll pick one up at a kennel or some sort
Let's
of
get on the
pit
road.
of hell.
I feel like this bioweapon's a real fart knocker.
Well, first we got to see if he can talk, Rusty.
With the
Or if it's
bioweapon? But he killed the
Yeah.
babies. Did you hear that part?
Rusty, I don't believe for a second that you were told that part.
Were you on the spaceship? Because I was.
Oh, I was not.
You
but
were
I
in the
do have
Waffle
to-
Home.
And it was delicious, Rusty.
Damn, I missed it.
All right.
Can we get Waffle Home to go, maybe?
Maybe if we get there and one is open.
Well, there's one right there. Let's just get it.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I want patty melt.
We gotta go.
Hash browns with chili and cigarette ashes.
That's not
With a
food,
little bit of hepatitis.
Rusty. All right.
No, they
we're
cook it
on-
off. It's fine.
We should be pulling up in Lexington, right?
Yeah, it takes you about 2.5 hours because I think we established in the last section that the question machine can't go above like 65.
Yeah. So we're like,
The mechanical
Lexington.
question apparatus.
you
I
got
lost a
something there,
lot of
Doc?
hair here once.
Mm.
That's what.
Anything about bioweapons? Besides the drugs?
I lost a lot of hair here once.
I met a coach here for the University of Kentucky named Rick Pitino. So glad he's there. They said he'll never leave. He'll be there forever. He's the best.
Had a lot of
Yes.
anger issues.
Me and Rick went out to the strip club one evening after
I've heard about that.
fiddling with some bioweapons.
But he's married.
Hmm?
Agent R has officially tuned them out.
When I met him, he offered to buy me a prostitute.
And we both got tattoos.
I got one of those, and I take my shirt off again. Only Zombie can judge me.
I was assuming you just never put your shirt on.
I like to rip it on enough. I actually want to know if we can stop swearing at me one of those tearaway windbreakers. Like,
It's the fucking 90s. There's one in the back of the
Just-
van. You
you can buy them at gas stations.
you know you're gonna have to be human when we step out of this car.
Yeah. I'm human. Always. I'm a human. I'm half human. What are you insinuating?
That you're not.
You think you're
human.
better than me?
No.
Because you're a full human and I'm only half?
What I'm thinking is that maybe we don't want to scare the locals or have Scat come back out and talk to us.
Scat
Should I
always a
just
bad idea.
hold on? I got an idea, and I'll shape shift to look like Mr. R. And I say we can just pretend to be twins. Will that work?
You know? I hate everything about this, Rusty.
I do a little different hair. Like whichever way he's going, mine just goes the other way.
I hate it even more. Hey, don't mess with the do.
Just be Mr. R, but with the shaved head.
I get I have an eye patch, and I'm say I'm Mr. R. All right, are we in Lexington?
Yeah. You have
We just pulled into the spearmint rhino.
yeah, man. And you
That's
guys
the deja vu
thought
back
you were in
then.
the right place. Oh god.
We're devolving here.
This is going off the rails. Oh god.
I've been here before too. I watched the lady snort a pill off the stage. IRL. She was right before the pregnant stripper.
Rusty, you're not old enough to be in these places.
Listen, I can look like whoever I want, you know.
All right.
Which is why I wonder why Rusty chooses to be an 11-year-old boy.
It's amazing what you can get away with if you just look like the oldest U.S. senator of all time, Mitch McConnell. He's surely going to die at any time now. There's no way he'll still be awake. And there's no way he'll still be here 30 years fucking shit up.
Okay, you guys effectively make the journey to Lexington General. I didn't want to name like a real Lexington hospital, but
That's a real
And I hope
hospital.
Lexington General isn't the real one.
Yeah. It's not.
But yeah, you pull up, no problem. It looks like a hospital does. Everybody's seen hospitals, but it's a big one because Lexington's a bigger city as far as Kentucky goes.
What time of day is it?
It's about noon.
Is it okay? It's visiting hours though. We can see
Yes.
David and his chins.
All right, I come up. I guess we walk in the hospital.
Yeah, you walk in
Right.
and there's a receptionist sitting at a desk.
Go to the receptionist and I flash a badge. I'm like, we're here to talk to David Chin.
And she looks at that badge and she goes, "Oh, okay. Yeah, room 305."
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Cooperation is appreciated.
And she looks like visibly confused. To
I'm a
see,
boy
like,
genius. It's okay.
He's with us. He's an investigator.
Also, ma'am, how many chins does he have? Is it like just a couple extra, or is it like really gross?
No, he don't. He only has the one. His last name is Chin. Like, what do you mean?
I like bring the guys in for a huddle. I say, we need to keep an eye on her. She's pretty suspicious.
Rusty, you do that.
All right.
I
look at her and I do this.
All right, let's go talk to this guy. And we all walk up to the room.
Yeah,
and
room. What room was it? Room
302.
305?
305.
302, yeah.
We'll just check them all.
I go up there and
303.
I do a little light knock on the door.
The door is it's swinging open. It's open. It's propped open. It's during the day. You knock on the door and kind of pop your head in, and you see a like a 5'7", 5'8" Asian man laying in bed, and he just looks beat to death. He looks like shit. He has
Is there
black eye.
anything suspicious that I see about him other than his like being beat to death? That's pretty suspicious. But you know what I mean? Like, do I notice anything about his physiology?
Are you want to roll something? What are
I mean, whatever you want. If I do want to look at him and see if I can notice anything strange about him.
he looks
Just off the look.
like a regular old dude. He don't, like I said, he has a broken nose, a black eye. Looks like he's had a concussion. His head's wrapped up.
I say,
and
Dr. Eel, you're a doctor. I know not that kind of doctor, but you know, you're very smart. Take a look at his chart and see if you see anything weird on it. If you want.
Honestly, I was trying to think about what I wanted to say. Mr. Miyagi, are you there?
And he says, "Are you talking to me? But my name is David Chin, not Miyagi. That's real racist. Hello."
How do we know?
I think I'll take over.
I grab his chart and hand it to Dr. Eel to check out while we're doing this.
Yeah, I'll take over.
I kind of pour over it and I start mumbling to myself like, and I turn it upside down and like start reading it upside down.
I go, Mr. Chin.
Yeah. Hello. Are you with the police? They already talked to me once today.
No, we are here from a paranormal organization.
What?
It's a bureau, very clandestine.
Okay. Can I help you? I guess.
Actually, we just want to ask you a couple of questions. We were pointed your way when given a certain information. Rusty, would you like to tell them?
Yeah, I have some associates. You may have heard of him, Tupac Shakur.
He says the dead rapper.
He's a lot less dead nowadays. That's neither here nor there. Thank you very much. But you told us about your altercation and told us that it may involve a bioweapon, and I stare at him and see how he reacts.
He like jumps back when you like jump towards him, and he says, I don't know. Mark, my boyfriend came home, and the last thing I remember was leaving work or leaving my last delivery for work. I don't even remember
Where do
returning
you
my
work?
truck. I work for a delivery company.
What do you deliver?
Meat. I work for.
Mm.
Hang on, I
Case
have the
closed,
name.
boys. It
Shit.
was Mad Cow.
He says, I work for the Blue Ribbon Meat Packing Plant. I'm a delivery driver.
Real quick, do I notice anything in this file?
The only thing you see are just it explains his detail a little bit more. It explains his injuries in more detail. So like fractured skull, broken nose, stuff like that.
What was his potassium?
It's a good
I kind of
normal level.
flip the folder back over and go, "Aha! He's gonna die, boys. Let's leave."
Mm.
We're all
Sorry,
He says,
Dr.
"Oh,
Chins.
I'm gonna die. What?
Sorry,
Oh,
your
calm
life's being cut short.
Calm down.
You
We're
had a
all
lot to
gonna
live
die
for.
sooner or later.
You
Let me
actually
ask
only had one chin, which was a little disappointing, but you know,
No,
Let me-
Chin
let me-
is just my last
we
name.
can't all
I
live
don't-
up to our names, though, is what I'm saying, Doctor. You're
I'm
not
not
a
a
doctor.
doctor. My name is David.
Dr. Chin, medicine woman? That's not you?
I'm a delivery driver. What do you mean?
Mr. Chin, let me
Yes.
focus on me right now. What was your last delivery?
It was to a supermarket. It was to Higgins grocery store.
What was the contents of the delivery?
Just a big old pallet of meat, like a side of beef.
And
I
Mad
delivered to
cow.
their
when's
I
the last-
delivered to their butcher department, and they butcher it and cut it up however they want. There, I just drop it off.
And that is where your boyfriend assailed you?
No, that was at my house.
So
Okay.
his claim is you assailed him first.
Yes, but I honestly don't know. I don't remember.
Did he have any injuries?
Not really.
So I'm thinking, hear me out. This is for these guys. I don't care if Dr. Chin hears though. If he did
David
assail
Chin.
the boyfriend, what's your boyfriend's name, sir?
Mark.
If he did assail Mark, he's not very good at it, and therefore probably not very dangerous. Because it looks like, no offense, Dr. Chin, it looks like Mark fucked him up pretty good.
And he says he apparently did. I don't know.
What's the
Does he
last thing you
have,
remember?
is it just like strikes, or is there any like slash marks or anything?
No, it's strike. So it's either like like he got punched or like he got hit with a blunt object. He wasn't
Okay. No like claws or any weird stuff.
no. David says he says I'm not pressing charges against him, and he doesn't want to press charges against me. He says
So you've
he
talked
said
to him.
that I
Said
wasn't
that.
myself. Yeah, he's the one that brought me here. He brought me to the hospital.
Where's he at
Hmm.
right now? Is he here?
Probably at home, I would imagine.
What is your
He said
address?
he said he had to shower and get ready for work.
Where does he work?
He works at the post office.
Let's
I'm
go.
saying it questionably because I couldn't remember. I had to think of something.
What
He
is
goes,
the
no, he
last
works
thing
at
you
the post
remember?
office.
What's
You
the last
sound
thing you-
unsure, but I believe you.
Before waking up here,
Yes.
I remember dropping off my last delivery and just waking up here. I blacked out for, I guess, 8-9 hours.
You don't even remember going home.
Have you
No,
been,
I don't.
Had you been, and this is very important you be honest, had you been drinking or taking any sort of substances, any new medications?
No, nothing like that. I usually have a beer or two when I get home, but Mark
Are
Mark did
you
say that he
experimenting
walked
with
in.
drugs?
No, I don't. I don't do drugs.
Correct. Just say no.
Yes, exactly.
It's definitely this campaign's going to work beautifully. It's the best idea
Well,
ever.
Mr. Chin, I'd like to. We're probably gonna go and maybe question your
I
boyfriend.
need you to write your address
What
down.
exactly happened?
And he says, "Oh, okay." And he leans forward and gives like a real pained sigh. And he goes, "Do you have a pen or a paper or anything?"
I pull a pad and a pen out of my coat jacket and go, "Here you go."
Yeah, and he says, "Yeah, here's my address, 555 Avenue Road."
I say I may have a pen as well, and I open my jacket so my tattoo's out. Oh no,
And
no pen. Sorry.
he says, "Does that child has a tattoo on his chest? Are you
It's not.
aware of that?"
It's
Listen,
not real.
don't judge me. Can't you read?
Oh,
Only Zod can judge
who
me.
who's Zod?
You know who Zod is. You've seen the movies.
Superman?
Yeah,
Oh,
General Zod. I look, and I say this where he can't hear. Only Mr. R and Dr. You'll say, you know, he's real, right?
Let's hope he's not rusty.
I've
He
seen
is.
him.
He's a cool guy. They really got him wrong in those movies. I'm sorry.
You know,
and he says, "I sure do love that guy that plays Superman. I hope nothing ever bad happens to him."
well,
We're in
it's been
Lexington. All
nice.
there is here are horses. You know, nothing could happen bad with a horse.
It's been
Unless you
nice.
give it ketamine.
It's been nice.
It's
Mr.
true.
Chin. But we have to go question him and perhaps find the source of what happened and maybe get the story since you don't remember.
He says, "Yeah, okay. He should still be home. He doesn't have to work for another couple hours."
Thank you very much. I get up from the table and said, "Boys, let's stop bothering the doctor or person."
I don't know where you guys got doctor, but
and
and
I walk out of the room.
yeah, and it's about you look at the address and then you pull out
No.
your atlas and you see that it's probably about like a 10-minute drive, if that.
Okay, so
It's in a little suburb area.
so we drive over and we pull up to the front.
I get out, walk up to the front door and just try to open it.
It's locked.
I knock on it and be like, "Doc, we should probably knock first. Maybe we probably don't want to immediately offend him."
Does Dr. Eel get out before it's even in park?
I just walk out.
That's my thing. That's my thing.
Doc.
Look at
You have to slam your brakes
Mr.
on
R and
and
say,
slam
that's
it
his
into
thing.
park.
That's his thing. You know?
I walk past the doc and I put a doobie in his hand and I go, "Why don't you chill out for a minute?"
I don't believe in brakes and I don't believe in doors.
I want to do a
And so
perimeter check of this house.
Yeah, you can do that. You can walk around and check her out.
Anything
gonna-
Wait,
weird,
we knocked. We
any
knocked.
kind
Did
of
we hear
weird
anything?
leakage, any sort of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like toxic waste. See, toxic waste. Anything like
Nope,
that.
there's no toxic waste around.
Well, you know what I mean. Not exactly toxic waste, but you know, weird shit that
Uh,
shouldn't be there.
But no, it just looks like a regular old little house.
Can I see
We
in the
knocked. Did
windows?
we hear anything?
You could just knock and see if
Well, we did
see if
already.
Mark's home.
We did. You
Oh,
know,
then yeah, he answers the door.
Oh, Mr. Miyagi.
Is this
He
man also
says-
Asian?
No, he says.
Bet.
He says, can I help you?"
Mr. Mark.
We're here
here.
for a lover's quarrel.
And he says, "What?
That's
What?
right.
What?
Mark,
Are you
we're
here
with,
to?"
Mark, we're with the bureau, and we have talked to your boyfriend David, and he told us he doesn't remember what happened, but they say that he came and attacked you last night. So, could you tell us exactly what did happen?
He says, "Oh," and he kind of like pokes his head around you to look around to see if there's anybody else there, and he goes, come on in."
Does this house look dangerous?
It does not. No, it just looks
Okay.
like a house.
Alright.
Is
When
he
you walk
luring us
in,
into a trap? Is what I'm asking.
no, when you walk in, you see that the kitchen is a complete mess. There's broken glass everywhere. There's blood on the ground, and
I'm walking over to the
Mark,
kitchen, checking it out while they're talking to him.
Mark says, "I'm sorry about the mess. All that happened last night, and
So is this where
I
the altercation would happen?
Yeah, I came home from work and David was just standing in here chugging vinegar. I don't know why, but we keep some uh we keep some apple cider vinegar for household purposes. It helps clean and stuff. But he was chugging it down, and I noticed that the delivery truck was parked in the yard, and he didn't take it back to the factory and get his car. Uh, but it was parked in the yard all askew. And whenever I questioned him, he turned around and tried to hit me, and he got a swap in, and I pushed him back, and I tried to ask what was wrong, and he didn't say anything, and he just kept coming, and I just started hitting him till he stopped.
Do you know martial arts?
No, I hit him with that, and he points to a cast iron skillet.
Hmm.
He's like,
Do you notice
like-
anything different?
Is there any
about
blood on
him?
this cast iron skillet?
there is.
Does it look weird to me?
No, it just looks like blood.
When I'm talking to him and I go, when he attacked you, was there anything weird about him other than his behavior? Maybe something that looked off about him.
He looked fine, but it was like he was shambling. He was struggling to keep balance while he was walking towards me, and he was very slow.
Was it like he was drunk almost?
That would be a good but
But he hadn't been
obliterated,
drinking.
like super hammered.
Let me ask, did he try to bite you?
No, he didn't. He just kept trying to hit me.
And he looked like he was shambling. Did you look at the truck afterwards?
No, no. The only thing I did was pull it around back, so it wasn't just parked in the yard. You can go back there and look if you want.
Yeah.
I want to
think
look
we
at this
will.
kitchen scene first and see if there's anything weird about it. Other than
All
Do you
right.
want to
Doc,
roll something?
what?
Doc,
It's up to you.
come with
Whatever you
me.
want me to do.
Doc, come
Well-
with me to the car, and Rusty will check in the kitchen.
Well, part of this game is you telling me if you want to roll. So if you want to roll investigate a mystery
Yeah.
or read a bad situation, just tell me.
I would like to. I guess investigate a mystery would be better.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. What was that? A 7 and mixed success. So you get to hold
Hold
one,
one.
so you can ask me those questions.
What sort of creature is it?
Okay. As you're looking around the kitchen, and right after Mr. Agent R and Dr. Eel leave to go out back, you Mark kind of speaks up and he says, I should have said it while they were in here too, but I ended up locking him in the bathroom for a while, and whenever he quit trying to get out is when I finally took him to the hospital.
I go to the bathroom.
Okay. You go to the bathroom, and it's this is like a 2-3 bedroom house. It's single story, not that big square footage, but it's cozy. The bathroom, very normal. There's a shower, bathtub combo, a sink, and a medicine cabinet and a toilet.
What kind of creature is it from the bathroom?
Where are you looking in the bathroom?
Toilet and bathtub.
Okay, do you look in the toilet or like around it?
Oh, I'm looking at both.
Okay. As you're looking around the toilet, you get to behind it and you like stick your head back, and a little like sliver catches your eye, and you look up and there is it looks like about a foot long leech hanging off the back of the toilet. And I'm gonna need you to roll act under pressure as it launches itself at you.
Glad everybody left me.
Hey, okay, so it launches itself, and with that mixed success, one of the creature's effect is that you are taken over momentarily. So you step back from it, and it lands on your arm and slithers straight up your back, and you feel it sink its fangs into the base of your skull, and you black out.
All right.
And while that happens, Mr. R
Do I take harm
and
or just all the other stuff?
you don't take harm, no. I'll say since you rolled a mixed success, you won't take harm. But you hear Mark yell from, and he's yelling out loud enough to where you two can hear it. He yells, oh God, he's acting like David did. Get in here."
All right, we turn back around and run back in, and everybody's like, Rust, what's wrong?
I mean,
And
go ahead.
I was gonna say Rusty is just kind of shambling. His eyes have rolled in the back of his head.
Good news
And-
for
Do we
you
see
guys
the
is
leech?
I'm an 11-year-old boy right now.
Yeah.
With all the
I'll
strength of
leave
an
this,
11-year-old.
I'll leave this up to you, Jeremiah. Do you want to go back into your like default alien form, or are you
No,
saying
I
a
feel
little
like that's
boy?
like something I have to mentally focus on to do, and like if I'm just out of it, I can't do that.
Do
So do
we?
you want to say you turn back into an
I'm
alien?
still just rusty. No, I have to
Okay.
mentally focus to change to something other than what I
Okay.
currently am.
Okay, yeah,
That's how I
works.
felt. I mean, but it would make
Okay.
sense the other way as well.
Okay, can we see anything on? We can't see the slug or anything.
You cannot, but Rusty roll kick some ass as you're going to
Real good at it.
approach and try to swing at him.
Sorry, guys, I fucked y'all up.
You swing at, who are you swinging at? Mr. R or Dr.
Whoever
Hill?
was first.
Okay, so who was
Probably Mr. R
point
if
of
he was
order?
looking for
Yeah.
something on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I probably came first.
You run up and you're like looking at him. You're like, Rusty, what's wrong? And he just turns around and just clocks you. You take 1 point of harm, but after you get clocked, you're kind of able to fight off that slug.
I go in
And
corporal
it-
and just let it fall.
Yeah, you gain your senses. You go in corporal and it falls to the ground and it starts to slither back into the bathroom.
I want to use
I'm gonna-
magic to try to trap this thing. Maybe like I use telekinesis to pick a big jar or something up, put over it while it's going.
As he does that, I'm gonna try to go and grab it with that special glove I used to pick up the finger.
the special glove that you totally made up yourself.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah!
It's not in the game, it's all. I put a jar over top of it
Okay,
with telekinesis.
okay, so you use magic. Yeah, you do that. You there's like a jar of Q-tips in the bathroom, and you use telekinesis and turn it over. All the Q-tips fall out, and you put it on top of the slug, and it's like wrapped up, and it's like trying to break the glass.
All right.
Say, boys, this thing took control of me. This is definitely what happened to this other dude. We
You
can
might have
smash
found
this
out
one,
by-
but the bigger problem is, are there more of these?
Well, maybe we should here like.
I want to try to talk to it.
Can I turn over and put it and like close the jar?
Uh,
I'm going to help
you're
him.
gonna have to.
I'm going to help him by using
roll-
telekinesis to try to keep it in while he does it.
Okay.
roll
So
to help
Mr.
out?
R. Yeah, Mr. R. Roll. Act under pressure. Roll cool and roll help out, Rusty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens when you get a
Expose myself to trouble or danger.
I should have,
But also,
Oh,
you get a
no.
+1 to his roll.
I should have a +2 to cool.
Okay.
It says 0, so all right.
No, it's just saying when you roll, it's asking if you add anything else to it for act under pressure.
Oh no. Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's asking if you
you'll
have
add a
any-
+1
any
because I'm helping
forward.
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
right.
When it says +/- forward, just put +1 since you're getting helped out.
Okay. 1.
Shouldn't have helped him.
Come
Damn
on.
it.
Wow.
Hmm.
How? How's that possible?
How?
I don't
There's
know.
not even a 0 on the dice.
Unless you accidentally hit -1.
Wait.
I don't know.
2d6 +2 +1. 4 plus 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should have been a 9. If you scroll over the number, it actually shows what you rolled. I found that out just now.
Oh, where does that negative come in at?
I don't know. I didn't.
Maybe
I don't,
where
I don't have
there's
it.
2 pluses in a row, it fucked it up.
Maybe.
It was a 9 though.
Let's say it was a 9.
I can't math real good. Somebody else might want to double check that.
That would be
I
a
mean,
mixed
9 is
success.
fine. Yeah, mixed success. You feel like while you're using your telekinesis, Rusty, you're able to keep it down, and he gets his lid on it. But you feel like almost like a mind spike, like just a telepathic shock go through your system, and it knocks you on your ass. You don't take any harm, but it shakes you up.
I want to see if this
Right.
thing can communicate. And I guess I need to use magic.
So I take the jar and put it next to him and say, "See if we can talk to him, Rusty."
I can communicate with something that do not share a language with.
Okay.
I don't know if I share it. At first, I try just talking to it. See if that works first.
It doesn't even acknowledge that you're saying anything to it.
Okay.
Okay. Mixed
It
success.
works
What is-
imperfectly. Choose your
Okay.
effect and a glitch.
So
You
don't
glitch. I
get
picked the effect.
you don't get to talk to it directly, but you more feel its emotions, I guess is a good way, or what it's like its drive is, and the only thing you feel is hunger.
I'd like to read a bad situation and see if there's any more of these we haven't noticed. Any more of these things.
Yeah, roll read a bad situation.
Boy, this ain't gonna go great. Nope. Didn't go great. Tall.
Mixed success.
Oh wait, no, I hold 1.
Yeah, you get 1.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You know that you didn't get to investigate the truck.
Okay.
Well,
So
let
there
me
may
have
be more
this.
of these somewhere. We should check that truck out.
All right, let's be cautious.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I'm gonna go to the truck, but I'm gonna have like my weapon drawn.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, you can do
Noisy
that.
crickets out.
Yeah, we're gonna.
What are you
go ahead.
doing with the slug that's in the jar?
We still got him.
Making
Because it is going to attempt to break out.
Attempt to break out.
listen. Did Mark witness all this, by the way?
Yeah, Mark's sitting there like his
Mark,
face is pale, and
do
he's
you
like
have something
looking around,
more sturdy we can put this thing in?
and he says, I have a little lockbox, I guess.
What's
I
it
don't
made
know.
of?
Metal.
Let's do that. Let's put the jar inside the lockbox together.
And he runs to his bedroom and comes out with like a little lockbox that he opens it, and there's just like a passport and some money in it. And he goes, okay,
We're gonna need that money and passport as well.
No, and he puts that in his
The
pocket.
money though. Well, I pull a Ghostbusters. Well, I can just let this thing go right here. I mean,
Rusty, we're not doing that.
Roll.
I'm in a gang now.
Really
Oh, God.
Roll
You're in a
manipulate
bureau, you're
somebody
not in
if
the
you really
gang.
want to do it.
You're on the bureau, you're not in the gang. Let's put in the lockbox. So we put it in the lockbox.
Okay, it's in the lockbox. He hands you the key and lets you lock it. And if you want to rob this man, you can roll manipulate somebody.
No.
I do want to rob this man.
Stop it, Rusty.
What do you get on a mixed success?
Hold 1.
Uh,
You may spin your hold to give them an order. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is.
Okay, on the 7 and 8, on the 7 and 9.
I rolled mental dominion.
Oh, okay. I thought you rolled manipulate somebody.
Well, I was going to, and I figured this thing's better.
Oh, yeah. So what happens with mental dominion?
They just,
On the
I
7
get
and 9,
hold
you
1.
hold
They
1?
just do.
Oh.
Regular people do it.
Okay, and he just wads that money up, or he folds that money, just hands it to you. He goes, "Here you go, little
Take
boy."
it.
As he's handing it to him, I take it from him and
I'm not
say,
allowing that to happen.
we're not doing that.
I'm rolling mental dominion on Mr. R.
Oh no!
I'm in a gang now.
I roll.
Wait, hunters can choose to follow order or not. If they do not, they mark experience. If they do, they mark experience.
Yep. So they'll get a 3 experience point if they just do what you say.
I guess I'm rolling. I'm pointing a nosy cricket at Mr. R.
Rusty, what the hell are you doing?
I'm keeping this money, man. I'm in a gang. I can't show up empty-handed when I go back.
You get paid, Rusty.
Do I?
Yes.
What they give us, I wouldn't call pay. It's not
You
the
know what?
standard of living of
We can
1997.
argue that, but we're not going to rob the victims.
I'm opening a jar, letting that thing out.
It's
I
in
start
my
to open the
hands.
jar and I'm looking at him.
I put both of these things away from Rusty. I put both of these things away from Rusty and start to ignore him.
I'm still holding my gun to him. I'm not letting these things go.
And then
I will shoot. I'm gonna roll and kick some ass to shoot Mr. R.
You're gonna really
no.
shoot Mr. R.
Yeah, you do it.
Shoot him in the foot with an alien ray gun.
What's the
3 harm.
You take 3 harm, Mr. R.
I said,
Are you
"Back up,
wearing any
man."
kind of armor, by the way?
I'm wearing armor.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
But I shoot near his foot to let him know. And I say, "Dance."
And I don't I don't acknowledge him.
And now I will shoot him.
Now being very I don't acknowledge him. I give the money
PvP
back.
breaking out right now. Monster of the week.
I give the money back to Mr. Chin. And
I'm shooting him.
Mr. Chin gives it back to Rusty.
I will not get overrode. 3 harm.
Well, since you're wearing armor, though, you only take 2 harm.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna
If he keeps trying to take this thing from me, I will shoot him again.
I'm gonna shoot Rusty now.
I go in corporal. Your human weapons can't work on me.
Well, this is interesting.
While I'm in corporal, I will shoot him again. I can't be hit. I'm in corporal.
Well, this went off the rails. Oh my god!
I don't know why you insist on robbing Rusty.
I don't know why you insist on robbing the victim.
Because I'm in a gang.
You're not in a gang.
That's what I am. I joined it.
Aliens
on a spaceship.
aren't gangs. Aliens aren't in gangs.
We are. There's a whole part of the story. I don't know where you were.
Rusty, if you don't get your shit together, I'm calling scat down here.
Jeff, am I in a gang?
Technically are in the game.
I'm calling scat down here.
I don't know who scat is.
I pressed the button to bring in scat.
I shoot the walkie-talkie out of his hand.
It's already pressed.
While all this is going on, I'm like over in the corner, like doing a dance. Like looks like I'm doing the waltz with something invisible.
This with the hell. This whole thing with
I blow that walkie-talkie out of his hand.
It's already pressed.
It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
That signal's already been sent.
As all of this is happening, Mark kind of like snaps out of that mental dominion state, and he says, "Are you guys? Why are you? If you're going to fight, will you get out of my house at least?"
It's a good call. He does have a big hole in his floor now.
This is our house now.
He says, "No, you can have the
There
money.
you go, Dr. Eel. That's the
fine.
spirit.
Just don't take my passport. No, it's not your house. What? I'm calling the police." And he like walks forward to the
mental
phone.
dominion him again.
You can roll for it.
shooting at Rusty.
I'm impossible to be hit. I'm incorporeal.
He can't keep doing that.
I can do it forever. All right, I do it again, and I say, "You're not calling the police, Mark."
And he says, I'm gonna go take a nap. And he just walks to his room and shuts the door, and you hear it lock from the other side.
God damn. We just have so many bad rolls.
Mhm.
I missed the shot.
Okay. Oh,
They can't
finally
hit
someone
anyway.
failed. With
That's
that
how-
failure, I'm gonna take a hard move
Mm.
and say, y'all move the fuck on and quit trying to shoot each other.
I will walk away with my money and my prize of the leech in the lockbox.
Scat's still on their way.
I'll shoot them too. Human brains can't comprehend what I'm capable of.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say that you didn't get a panic scat button. I don't think that's a thing that works.
He also
You can't
no
just say
longer has this
walkie-talkie, do
magic
that now?
walkie-talkie because I blew it up.
I have another one.
I get out an alien RPG.
This is like trying to DM a bunch of 5-year-olds.
I'm walking off with my leech, and I'm going to check this van. I want to try to open the door from a distance.
He didn't get the leech. I still have that.
You never took it. I shot
I was
you.
the one that put it in. I was the one that put it in the lockbox. It's mine.
I put it in there with telekinesis. Where were you?
I put it in there with
To
my
be
hands.
fair, you both said I put it in the lockbox, so that's
Well,
up in the air.
I would like to retcon. I did not help with telekinesis then. He
Then it's
failed that
not
roll.
in-
What happened to
then
him?
Then it's not in there. Then it's not in there. Then it probably takes over one of us again.
No, it's in there, but something bad also happens to you. Right?
You can't retcon the roll. That's not a. I don't think that's.
This went off the rails.
Oh, this is awful.
Trying to
I'm
steal
about to
things
quit
from
and just let you-
Rusty.
I'm about to just to let you guys argue, and I'm just leaving.
I'm opening this door with telekinesis.
Is there a roll you have to do
Yeah.
for telekinesis?
That was it.
Yeah, it swings open. You like hold your like 2 fingers to your temple, Professor X style, and it just pops open.
Badass.
And
Did I see
right
any of those
away,
things in there?
you see, it's a big box truck. It's like a refrigerated box truck, and the only thing you see are 2, like they look like almost ostrich eggs, but soft like a reptile egg, and neither one of them have anything in them.
Going back inside the house and looking for a liquor bottle.
I'm still inside there dancing.
Do I see any liquor inside the house?
You do not. No, you see like a bottle of wine, but
I'll take it. Going back outside, and I'm fashioning a Molotov cocktail and throwing it in this van.
Oh, good.
I'm going to say that wine doesn't burn.
Well, we don't know for sure. Has anybody ever tried it?
I'm sure they have,
Probably.
but
Well, that's Mark. Where's the nearest liquor store, Mark? We need fire.
Mark's on the other side of the door, and he says, "I'm not talking to you anymore. Please leave."
I'm gonna look at Mr. Arnhem and say, "Scat's coming. Radio on him. Tell him to bring a flamethrower." Oh yeah, never mind.
But
And isn't these eggs already empty?
yeah, the eggs are empty. There's nothing in them.
There's nothing. in
Did
them.
you,
So they're
Rusty? Did
already-
you get up and like investigate inside, or did you just glance in?
I just looked. I didn't get close.
Okay, yeah, yep, and that's all you saw. If you want to investigate the driver's seat or anything like that, you might find some clues. But that's just me being the kind and benevolent.
I'm
DM
too worried
that I
about
am.
these eggs. I don't want to get close to those things. I'm gonna say, Mr. R, go investigate the driver's seat and see. You know, that's where he was sitting.
All right, Rusty. You're lucky I don't shoot you.
You can't. You've tried. You're a horrible shot. I'm sorry. You need to go back to human shooting school.
Shooting school.
We're gonna go around to the door and we're gonna see if anything's in there. Go ahead and open it.
Oh, you can. You have hands.
No. Use telekinesis.
Let's see how low a man can roll. Mwah.
Oh, was that a 9?
Yep, makes success.
Yep, it's open. The only way to really mess that up is to fail the roll. You can't really.
With our guns drawn, do we see anything?
You're looking around, and the only thing you see is like a ledger, and it's just a list of deliveries, and like a map in the passenger seat. This is pre-GPS.
Look at Dr.
Alright.
Eel. Is Dr. Eel, you still in there dancing?
What?
Say, listen, he's delivered a bunch of these fucking things to these meat places. We're going to have to roll around and find them.
Since he was already like that when he got here,
It's about to be an
safe to
outbreak.
say- it was safe to say that it happened probably before he got home, maybe from the last delivery on. So the last place he went might be infested. What's the last delivery you said?
Higgins Groceries.
Let's go to the grocery.
Are these eggs hatched?
Yeah.
Those two are.
Are there any more around?
I mean, not that you see. No, you wrote a read a bad situation, and you got to hold one. So no,
Oh, I did
that
hold
was
on
the
a sec.
only-
Are there any dangers we
It-
haven't noticed?
Yeah, but
Wait, what did I roll in the other one?
I know you got to roll. I know you got to hold one, and that was your
7.
question. And with that same answer, I'll say that the house now is free and clear.
I'd like to read a bad situation again and ask a different question, which is this.
Yeah.
Can I keep? You want me to keep that 7? You want me to roll again?
No, keep that 7 since we already wrote.
I want to ask this, but not this generally. What's the biggest threat? I want to know is what's the biggest threat? Is it the meat place more than likely infected? The place he delivered to.
I don't know how to answer that. You get the general idea that that he was delivering meat for, the meat packing plant. But it would not be a bad idea to check his deliveries and also where he works.
Yeah.
So like you're on the right idea, checking his latest delivery as well.
Let's go check out this delivery and go check out where he works. Because these things had to come from somewhere.
He most likely got. They took him before he even got home. Can they drive though?
I mean, not well. He was in the yard.
Well, we'll have to see. Let's
Yeah,
go.
with the information that you've gathered and with what Marcus told you guys, you get the sense that he hasn't been himself. Plus, with what David has told you himself, he never really had like control of himself since the grocery store.
I'm gonna say, hey, before we leave, is SCAT like a secret organization, or are they just like, here we are, this stuff's real public?
No, they're like a branch of the CIA or FBI.
So they're secretive?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, hey, we should probably dispose of these eggs and shit and not just leave them laying around for anybody to find.
Well,
Also,
if you
maybe
wanna
we
set-
should try to like, tell Mark not to tell anybody about this. Maybe kill him?
Well,
Should we kill
I
him?
don't know. I don't know, Rusty. You after all that in there, I kind of just gonna leave now.
Okay, I'm gonna dispose of these eggs.
Good.
I take one
I
of them.
was telling the DM I'm disposing these eggs. I don't know. What are they made like? Does it look easily like I just
I mean, they're
wad them up and throw them in the dumpster?
You can, yeah. They're not some like otherworldly material. Well, I guess technically they are because they're alien, but
I try to like
they're not
rip them
like.
up so they don't look,
Yeah, you can
like
do that.
anything.
Can I take one and put one in my pocket?
I
Don't.
give him
Oh,
some.
okay.
Please don't put it in your pocket.
And
By the way,
also,
for some reason my character sheet's not come up, or I would have rolled by now. I
Oh,
thought it would
no.
load in, but for some reason it's just not loading up.
Dr. Eel. Did you click where it says character sheet?
it only says bio and info on his.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. I can see I can see everything on here. I'll edit and make sure.
Pop out window. That's what I need. My
Did
pop
that
out
work,
window,
maybe?
will it stay? I'm just testing this. Pop out window still linked to the chat? Yeah, it does. Sweet.
Okay, cool.
Now where'd that window go?
You might have to close out.
All right, just keep going, and I'll see if I can
everything.
fiddle with it a little bit.
Also, I reset everybody's harm to 0, but if you spent any luck points during the last game, you still have
Oh.
those spent.
I don't
Luck
have any.
points
What's
never.
luck points?
It's
I'm
the
assuming
big
we didn't spend
part
any.
of it. I was just gonna say I don't remember. I'm just saying if you do if you spend a luck point, it's just gone forever. There's no resets to that. That's like the entire time your character's
What
alive.
happens if you do make it all the way to doomed?
Oh, you die.
Oh.
My character sheet just isn't working.
I'm going to go in here and talk to Mark as well.
It just keeps showing you loading in, Matt. I don't know.
I'm going to say, Mark, listen, I need you not to tell anybody about this. Like, I need you really to promise as hard as you can.
And he's talking to you from like the other side of his bedroom door. And he says, "Yeah, whatever. Just leave me the fuck alone, please."
Mark, listen to me. Listen carefully. If you tell anybody about this, we will be back and kill you.
Okay, that's yep, you got it, man.
Mark, I'm not kidding.
Mark is like terrified.
Okay. Mark, I'm going to need you to cry a little. Let's hear it.
No.
All right. Keep my eye on you, Mark. No, just leave.
As soon as he says no, you hear in the background.
I'm going to go to Dr. Eel. I'm going to say, Dr. Eel, what do you think about those eggs? I mean, they're definitely alien, right?
It pissed, so my boy.
They're not one of ours. I don't think. Maybe they are. I've never seen one.
Something about these seems familiar to me.
Look like ostrich eggs. Is that it?
Possibly. Can't quite put the finger on it.
Also, Dr. Eel, I'm just, I don't know what I'm going to say when I go back and report. I was having a good time on Earth. This Mr. R guy just makes me want to just tell him to go ahead and destroy this place. It's not worth it.
Well, maybe it is. Just hold off.
But if we do, you can totally come live with us. There's not a lot of oxygen, but like, there's enough. You'll be fine. You might
What
be
about the
tired a
women?
lot, but
What about the women?
they're cool. They're all down. They're all DTF, man. I promise.
DTF,
Yeah. You'll learn about that saying later on in your planet's lifespan. It's a good thing.
So what's the move? Are you going to the grocery store or the meat packing plant? What's the dealio?
I mean, to me, they're almost equally important. Like a meat packing plant, stop them from spreading anymore, but the grocery store, there's going to be a bunch of crazed people running around.
Well,
which one's closer?
Probably the grocery store. The meat packing plant is more on the outskirts of the town.
Of course it
of the
is.
city.
That makes sense. If I were to guess, I would say the meatpacking plant is the source. and the last place he delivered would be just another drop off, another spread. The source is probably at the meatpacking plant.
Let's go to this grocery store then. What is it? I'm looking at the map. Oh, the Piggly Wiggly.
Higgins Groceries, but yeah, Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly
That's fine, too.
Wiggly.
The Piggly Wiggly.
Walk in this grocery store. I say meats back there. Did he tell us what kind of meat he delivered? Or is it on that
there's a-
sheet?
Yeah,
delivered
it's a side of beef for the because we already established that this grocery store they butcher their own meat, so they get it delivered and they cut it how they cut it to order.
I'm going back there and say, I need your freshest side of beef, please. All of
And,
it, the whole thing. I'm so
and it's-
hungry.
There's just he looks to be about 17. He has acne, bright red hair, and he says, hey man, I don't think I can just sell you a whole side of meat.
Well, I have money.
Okay, but that's going to be a lot.
All
Calm
right.
down, Mr. Miyagi.
I give him all the money I stole from Mark.
And he says,
Assuming it was enough. It was in a lockbox. Who locks up like $20? Nobody.
it was like $1,000.
I give him to him and say, I will expect change. Thank you.
And he says, oh, okay, man. Just let me go back to the walk-in.
I don't need it butchered. I like to do that myself. Actually, I like it as so fresh. Can I go back and get it myself? You can escort me. I'm a weird
give me
kid. It's okay.
Give me a manipulate someone roll.
I want to use my other thing.
Okay, go ahead.
And can my friends come too? Because we're all very hungry. Please, God.
You got a mixed success.
Hold one.
So I'm going to say with that hold one, he will bring you back there himself. Well, he'll go back there with you, but he will not allow your friends to go.
Oh, man. But it says regular people will follow your order, whatever it is. All right. So you guys got to stay out
What?
here. You guys aren't cool enough to go to the meat section. Except you, Doctor.
Well, I
You're
can't
totally
treat-
cool enough.
I can't treat a mixed success like it's a complete success. That defeats the purpose.
I get to do it 3 times on a complete success.
Oh Lord, that's so OP. I want to have to like come up with some fucking home rules for
I'm an
your
alien.
class.
Shit's nasty, dude. Otherworldly, even, I would say. It can be described as. But I'm fine with them not going back.
And
It actually makes me feel a little better. I'm like, sorry, Mr. R, you just can't.
No,
It's the
fine.
rules of this kid. This other kid.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
he says, yeah, we're not supposed to have anybody back here, but you seem cool.
I
guess.
just love meat so much. I need to see it myself, the whole process.
And he says, okay, well, come on back.
Regular human beef.
And-
Let's go.
And you walk behind the counter, and he lifts up like a little half counter that's on a hinge and lets you walk through. And then he realizes that you probably didn't have to, that you probably could have just walked under it. And he says, yeah, right here. And it's a normal like butchery place. There's a bunch of like meat cutters, and then there's some knives and stuff hanging up on like magnetic
Kind of
racks.
fishing on him here. I just want to say this, whether I think it's true or not. Hey, man, this doesn't look like a whole side of beef. You sell some of this already?
You haven't made it to the beef.
Oh,
beef yet.
okay. But I want to say it when I get there. I'm
Uh,
holding that in the chamber.
And he says, oh, okay. And he opens the door to a big walk-in cooler and swings it open. He goes, oh, which one do you want? And there's 3 different sides of beef all hanging up.
I mean, I'm going to really need to take my time. Do you mind? I like to have privacy during these times.
I'm not going to leave you alone with the meat, man. It's, I don't know if you're going to do some weird shit to it or not.
Definitely. I want to read a bad situation and see what's the biggest threat.
Yeah, go for it. Matt, can you see your character sheet yet?
Oh, I get to hold 3? Oh,
Yes.
well, the first one is what's the biggest threat of these meats?
Okay. Go ahead and ask all 3 of your questions, and then I will address them.
I don't really have any
Unless you
more
don't want to ask
currently.
them all. Okay. What is
Well,
the
I guess
biggest
also
threat?
need. I guess I also need to ask. Yeah, I'll go ahead and ask 3. What's
Okay.
the biggest threat of the meats? Are there any dangers I haven't noticed? And what's the best way to protect this temple kid?
Okay. So the best way to protect old Pimpleface is to get him away, like out of the freezer or cooler. Biggest threat? You are. Did you ask biggest threat and dangers you haven't noticed?
Yeah, both.
Okay. So as you're investigating around these 3 sides of beef, he yells while you're walking back. He goes, "The freshest one's in the back, and we pull them up as we sell them to make sure the oldest goes first." And you understand that what was delivered yesterday would be in the very back of the cooler.
Fair enough.
And you make it back there,
Are there any dangers I
and
haven't noticed before I even go back there?
you see on this side of beef, you see that there is one of these slugs just hanging out on it, and it's kind of like pulsating in a weird way, and it hasn't like noticed you yet.
Okay.
But it's like it's like a slug version of a dry heave. It's just while it's like on this side of beef.
I'm gonna say, hey man, what do you drive, by the way? I'm really into cars too.
And he says, "Oh, I don't drive. My mom picks me up."
Fucking kid. Uh, do you have a locker here that you keep your stuff in? I think about not getting a job here.
Uh, kinda. There's a coat rack in the back, and then we all got our own shelves. And he like points out the door. And I'll establish
I
that
think
he's
there's
not
a
in
fireworks
the.
show outside. Do you want to go check it out? And I'm gonna
I'm
use
gonna
male
establish that
dominion. This
he.
is too hard.
I'm establishing that he is not in there with you. He's like at the door, just waiting, just watching you.
I'm gonna tell him there's a fireworks show he needs to go watch, and just try real hard. Hey, also, I get two more, so I'm gonna use one also to say, hey, also on your way out, tell my friends to come back here.
All right, and he
Fireworks show.
walks
Whatever.
out, and he just he yells like across the meat department. He goes, "Hey, you two can come back here if you want. I'm gonna go check out this fireworks show." And he hits the door that's like next to the loading bay in the back, and he just walks outside and he looks around. And
I'm
he
gonna
goes,
close him out.
"There's
Why
no
is that there?
fireworks back here." And
Closing
as
him
he
out.
turns around, the door like slams in his face.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, there's one of these things back here, and it's acting weird as hell.
Alright. I'm gonna see, I guess, inspect it to see, like, not actually get up close or anything, but just look at it to see if there's like whatever it's doing. Is it heaving something? Is it trying to birth?
If you want that much information, you're going to have to roll something.
All right.
So,
So investigate mystery.
it would be. Actually, let me see which one would. Yeah, investigative mystery, I think, would make more sense in this situation.
Yeah, let's see.
Because there's a lot of these questions that would
Fucking
answer that.
terrible rolls today.
I still can't
It's a
get my
mixed
sheet
success,
up.
though. Weird. I deleted you from it to where you couldn't see it, and then I re-added you, hoping that would help.
You can roll for him though, right?
Yeah, I can still roll. I can roll for you, but that sucks. I don't like doing that. Did you try clearing your cache and cookies?
Do that.
But you got a mixed success, so you get to hold one, so you can ask one of those questions.
All right. Oh, wait, this is deep. All right, hold on. All right, what happened here? What sort of feature is it? What can it do? What's it going to do?
Oh, what is it going to do? It uh you're looking at it, and uh as it's like pulsating, it like slithers up just a little bit and starts pulsating again, and you see a little egg inside this side of beef that is growing at a fairly fast pace. If you had to guess, it would probably be able to hatch by tonight.
This looks like some sort of queen or mother.
I'm gonna look at Raphael or Mr. Arnold. So let's blast this motherfucker.
Yeah, that seems like the way to go about it. We have any fire?
I do.
Once you roll a 10, what? How are you trying to kick this thing's ass? What are you
Shooting with the
using?
ray gun.
Uh,
He's following it up with a fucking shoddy or whatever.
I think I have a saw rifle.
you think you have a what?
Mass shooting in Higgins. People are gonna be running.
Oh no. Okay, what are you shooting with?
Yeah,
An alien ray gun.
Okay, and Mr. R, what are you shooting it with?
saw rifle.
How much harm do each of those things do?
3, I think. Let me look.
Says 3
Uh,
harm.
I got my
Three, so
I
six
got
total?
my thing all stretched out. There it is. 3.
Yeah, that's enough. You guys both shoot this thing at the same time, and it like explodes into like weird green blood and guts, kind of. They go everywhere. But you see these eggs on the side of beef, and they're still there.
I look at Mr. Arnold. I say, "Damn, it feels good to be a gangster."
We should we need to burn this place.
The whole store. Listen.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm in with it. I'm in for it.
We can't take the chance that it's already spread. We saw one. It's been laying eggs, and we don't know how long it's been laying eggs.
Do we see any more of these things anywhere?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll?
I also will too. Investigate mystery.
I guess. I
Uh,
wanna,
Roll read a
Investigating
bad
phenomenon.
situation,
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say I want to roll.
and if you want to roll a help out, you can. But that 9's good enough. Yeah, these you see these little eggs like all over all of the sides of beef here.
All right, yeah, we're burning this place down. This is a grocery store, right? We can find something
Yes.
just light on fire.
We'll light it on fire and have the barrel make something up.
I mean, there's probably like charcoal and grilling supplies.
We go out to the store and just start dumping lighter fluid and charcoal.
That little pimple face boy has had enough time to like run around to the front of the building now to come in, and he sees you guys doing this. He goes, "Hey, what are y'all doing? You can't be in here. You can't be doing this."
I say, listen,
Son,
we do what we want.
son, if you want to live, you should probably run.
I don't. Since you're saying that, roll manipulate.
He's also holding an assault rifle when he said it.
Yeah. All right, let's see if he There's been horrible rolls all night. Makes it
He says, why should I run? What's going on? Give me a reason.
because the thing that is in that meat locker right now is going to infest this whole goddamn town if we don't set it on fire.
And he says, okay. And before you have a chance to light everything, he pulls a fire alarm and just jets.
Oh, that's probably a good move right there.
Kid's
Kid's smart. He's going places. He'll be the manager of the store when they rebuild it.
And everybody starts to run out the building. They're all scared.
Well, just light this shit on fire.
Yeah, and also since you're doing, since you're like, you went through the store and got like lighter fluid, and are you like setting up a fire and then like maybe like soaking some toilet paper in lighter fluid and just throwing it in there or something? Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to make you roll for it because that is easy to do. I feel like.
Yeah. Doing starting a fire is not too hard.
Listen to any kids watching. If you want to burn down a convenience store, it's pretty easy.
So we light it on fire, and then we get the hell out.
Yep, and you effectively set the meat department on fire.
Rusty
Yeah,
does one of
that
those real
happens.
cool, like a walk away from explosion things while his fire's behind him, and he like rips open his shirt so his tattoo's out.
All right. Now
You hear as the buttons
Now
come
that
apart.
we killed the meat department, but that doesn't mean that they're all gone.
No,
Do
we
you
got to
think
go to
that
this source.
you think the supply store probably
Yeah,
have room for
definitely.
you?
Right. We're
It's
gonna burn
got
that
to.
place down too. Maybe we should just
Well,
start with that. Light it on fire from the outside.
well, we don't want to kill everybody inside, so
Well, they're
let's see
probably
if we
all
can
infected,
save.
right? If they're working there.
Maybe.
All
I think as agents, it's our duty to at least go see before we kill everyone.
right.
And so we drive over to the packing plant.
Okay, when you guys get in the car, did we establish that the van has a radio in it?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear over the radio a very grizzly male voice come through, and you
Mhm.
hear Agent R, Agent R, are you there? Will you pick the fuck up, please? Agent R, hello.
I pick it up and I go, "Hello,
Why
who's
the
R?"
fuck are you burning down grocery stores? Can you just tell me what's going on? Can I have a little input on this, please?
They had bad meat,
Bioweapon,
man.
bioweapon infection.
He says bioweapon.
Slugs, they
Okay.
take over. Slugs, they take over people.
And he says, the old mine slug.
Yep. The entire
Ah.
store, the entire meat selection was infested with it. We're going to the packing plant right now, which we think is the source.
And he says, well, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. And you hear him stand up, and he's pacing. He says, what we're going to do, we're going to send a small unit out to comb through the city. I guess we'll see if any stragglers get away or anything like that.
There's been
But
several. I give him the locations of all the deliveries that David topped off as supposed infection spots.
and he says, okay, I like your enthusiasm. I like your plan. Little bit more discretion, maybe. So how about you all maybe wait around till nightfall when the plant's empty?
Well,
Well,
I do feel like
is
we
it?
got something to do in the meantime that we forgot about.
And what would that be?
We should go check on Dr. Chin. He's probably still got one of those things in him.
It's true, but wait a minute. If he was normal when we talked to him,
Maybe it was like
maybe,
laying eggs or dormant or something.
maybe it left and got another host. Shit. Um, let's go check the hospital real fast to see if anything's changed.
Okay. And that's easy enough. You get back to the hospital,
So do we know
and
these things? I guess we've only seen it attach one time, right? But did it feel like it always went to the same spot to attach?
yes,
Okay.
And they're not. They can't emulate intelligence, apparently.
correct.
They,
Whenever they attach, the host is as smart as they are.
okay.
It's
Alright.
more like they're using whatever they attach to as sort of vehicle in a
Like a
way.
meat Gundam.
Yes.
All right. So we roll up to the hospital, and I'm gonna, I guess, investigate. What's it called? The bad situation.
Yeah, you can read a bad situation,
Read a bad
or
situation.
I want to investigate a
but
mystery.
yeah, you both can do that. And you make it to. Do you guys just go in and find David?
Fucking shit. At least I leveled up.
So one thing, since we're going to be playing this more than just once, because I thought last time was a one shot, you get to level up, but you do it at the end of the mystery.
Okay.
when you do level up. If you leveled up last time, just go ahead and keep that. But
No,
when you're playing a campaign, you level up in between mysteries.
okay.
Just like leveling up in
Yeah.
a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Raphael, you can go
so
first.
I
he
failed.
failed, so I get to take a hard move
Oh no.
that I'm not going to take right now.
I want to go first then.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to know, where did it go? The thing that was attached to him.
You got the you make it back to David's room, and he's acting fine. He's kind of sitting up watching TV, and he goes, "Oh, hi guys, and little racist boy.
Hello, Dr. Chance.
What can I do for
Flip
you?"
over, please.
And he says, "What?"
Flip over, please.
Can we see the back of your
turn
neck real
around,
quick?
and he goes, "Yeah, sure." And he turns around, and you see two little puncture wounds, but you don't see a slug.
Where did it go?
Is that your second?
I'm going to ask him, when did you come to... No, it was the first one. Where did it go?
Oh,
I want to say, like, where did... I guess to make it more in-story, like, where did you feel like you came to at first?
and he says, I came to, I guess, on my way here.
In the
If that makes
ambulance?
sense, like, uh,
Did you come in an ambulance?
no, Mark brought me,
Son of a bitch.
but I wasn't. Mark was real scared that I was going to try to hit him in the car, but I didn't. Like, and with that, and to answer your investigative mystery, you got the sense that whenever the host takes so much damage, the slug, out of self-preservation, leaves and like tries to hide.
The one we have in the lockbox may be the one that was his.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the hospital looks fine. We didn't find anything, right?
I'd like to go ask the hospital personnel if they've had any more cases like Chin's come in recently.
And you walk up to that same receptionist at. Well, no, you're on a different floor. You walk up to a new receptionist, and she says, "Oh, what are you asking? I'm sorry. I was looking at my
Have you had
charts.
any
What's
more
going on?"
like assaults, kind of like Dr. Chin's, where they didn't remember what was happening?
No, not that I can say. He seems real isolated. Why?
I'm writing a paper for Dr. Eel's class about, dissociative disease.
Yes, Mr. Miyagi.
Are you just calling everybody you meet Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, that was my goal.
It's less racist when you call everybody that.
And she
I'd
my
like to
name
think
is
Dr. Eel doesn't even know who Mr. Miyagi is.
I've not said. Hey, I've not said if I know who he is or not. Y'all don't know where I'm going with this.
the nurse says, "No, my name is Miss Johnson. Ashley Johnson, not Miyagi."
Oh, actually, if there's any more incidents like this, I want you to go ahead and call this number. And I put it right on her desk. It's a
And she
unit
looks
phone.
at you and she goes, "Oh, I'll call you if I need any assistance." And she winks.
Yeah, but don't call that number though for that, right?
Not that number.
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
And then I put
And,
another number there, and it said that number.
and she goes,
It's his beeper
"Okay,
number.
so this one for emergencies and this one for dick appointments."
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'll
She
slide
writes
one
that
as
above
well,
each
and I'll
one.
say, call this one as well for dick appointments.
And she instantly goes, "No thanks, you're
And I
11."
open my shirt. This is only so I can judge me. And I just
She
walk
says,
off.
"Well, still no,
Walked
but
off.
I'm flattered."
He's growing. And then
Yeah, lady, I'm a grower.
We leave to the car and they're like, let's get to the plant.
All right.
Okay.
Let's wait
And you
around
were
till
advised
night.
to wait till night, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that, this stuff's gonna be. Are they still doing deliveries like right now at this time?
I mean,
I
waiting till
mean,
night seems
We got to
dangerous.
stop
If
these
they're doing
trucks from leaving.
they're doing deliveries all day. That could be the whole town infected.
Yeah, the Lexington.
Lexington.
We need to
That's
stop
just
these
the way
trucks
the
from
aliens
leaving
pronounce it.
somehow. I got a plan. It's not a good
do
one.
we do we see any of these trucks while we're driving there?
Not while you're driving there, no.
Okay.
When we get there, I'd say I have a plan, but it's not a good one. Are you guys ready?
If you can
I
come up
think
with
I
a
would like to
plan
use
get
one of
the,
my alien spaceship moves. I think I can get the spaceship to come and blast a hole in the ground where these trucks can't leave. Like there's a big pothole.
oh
That's
my god.
that's probably gonna get us some shit.
We're gonna burn a whole factory down later.
It's true. I think you got to stay cloaked.
Okay. Also, if there's a better plan anybody has, I'm here for it because it sounds like a
Well-
bad one.
I can't
Well-
think without my character sheet, or I'd be thinking of ways to do this. I can't.
Like
I've
we
been trying-
Do you?
I could
Do
I
we have
could,
like fake badges
yeah.
for things? I'm asking Mr. R.
With fake badges. We do have fake badges, but that's
Let's pretend to be the
Not
health
gonna-
department. Shut them down.
Yeah. Can you see
How about
this,
that?
Matt?
I can
How are
see
we
it.
going to stop the trucks already in transit?
Mm-mm.
Do I have? I can see it.
Like what? What are we looking at?
Whenever you click that, it brought Matt's character sheet up to me.
Oh,
There's
It's,
only bio and
I
info.
click show to. Yeah, I see that now. I don't know what's going on. Let me. Do you remember everything you picked, Matt?
If I saw it, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to leave this one up. I'm just going to make a new character sheet and let you fill it out.
What's enable 3D dice mean? Rolling a dice. Does that do it for everybody, or just for me?
Everybody,
Oh,
I saw it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh,
I saw it.
I made you a new character. You should be able to see it in your journal, Matt. And it'll just say Matt.
I mean, we could go in there and try to pretend and tell them to recall the trucks. I can probably set a charge in the road. We do have explosives.
yeah. I mean, I don't see any other way. We can't just let these trucks keep leaving, right?
Perhaps we could. Well, shit. Let's try the health inspector thing first, because then we could probably evacuate the building, unless they're already infested.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go
Well,
and get
there's
our
nobody
asses
there.
beat.
It's gonna be a night. They're already there. It's already night. No one's there.
Is it not already?
No, it's not. It's
Oh.
you guys have been investigating a while though, so it's coming on closing time.
How about we just sit out
They've
here and
already
observe, and when if any trucks leave, we radio them in, and your guys can pick them up.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds like something a bureau would do. Let's go there and do reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Let's be agents for once.
I would like to use
Yeah.
my hold of investigative mystery.
Okay.
I guess it wouldn't work as get outside the building. You know what? Using it. What is being concealed here? Like, where is the most likely place in this building where we should check
Okay. So
from the architecture?
you-
I guess I don't know.
you through like reading like directory signs and stuff, like where to park and stuff, you see that half of the factory is set up as like a kind of like a smokehouse, and the other half is set up as like a butchering / like storage area, and you it kind of clicks in your head that the slug that you encountered in the grocery store was hanging out in the cooler, and it didn't
Didn't have a smoky
Maybe it-
flavor.
there's that, and like maybe it didn't want to leave, or maybe it preferred it.
Okay.
But that's enough information for you to understand that it's
We should check out the coolers, right? Right,
yeah
Dr.
the
Eel?
storage place.
Okay.
Dr. Eel.
Yes.
Can you see your that new character sheet at least, Matt?
I don't know why it's
Okay.
acting so weird.
Oh no. Next question is, do you have a VPN up? Because I could do it.
No.
I'll do a little Google foo while we wait. Players need. Is he added to the can be edited and controlled by permission section of the journal entry?
He definitely should be. Can be edited by and controlled by. Yep. Make sure Dr. Eel. Oh, actually, let me.
This one,
You're
people
signed in
just-
with a different account, Matt.
Am I? I did have two, but what am I signed in with?
You're signed in as MPAL12, and I had it set to Matt P. So I just assigned
There
I
it
assigned it
is.
to you. There we go. That's what was going on. Can you see both your character sheets now?
I can see the main one.
Okay, I'm going to delete the other one then.
Okay.
That's what it was. User error.
I don't know what happened last time because this is my original account. I have like two other campaigns on here.
Well, we got it now, though.
Either way,
That's
back to the
all that
story.
matters. So, what are you guys doing? Just
reconnaissance
staking
on the
out?
yeah, staking it out.
Trying to let the people know about any trucks we see leave.
Okay. You see maybe one or two delivery trucks leave, and you're
know-
still in your van. You could definitely just like radio in and like have them track them.
You know
Yeah.
what? Also, we probably shouldn't let the employees leave.
Well, if the thing is, if they're walking out normally, they're fine. If they're shambling, yeah, because it's very obvious when they're
Yeah, but do we know if it happens instantly or if it takes a minute?
You know
happened to me.
from when you got taken over, it was instant.
Yeah, it happened to you instantly.
Okay. So, yeah.
So I mean, we should just keep an eye. If there's anybody shambling, then we know that we should probably just go ahead and take care of it.
And like I said, you do see a couple of trucks leave, and you can. But oddly enough, they're driving pretty normally. They're not driving erratic like you would assume they would be.
Mhm.
But you can still radio those in and let HQ know.
Yeah, we radio and tell them to track the trucks.
And the way I in my head it's set up, like there's a separate parking lot, like you have to walk across the highway maybe to get to the factory. And it's about 5:30, 6 p.m. and you hear like a big whistle blow, like a womp, that signifies the factory starting to shut down. And the other doors open, you just see people walk into their cars, and nothing really out of the ordinary is popping up like so far as you're watching people walk to their cars.
Looks normal so far. We won't know until we get in. So as everybody leaves, we're gonna go ahead and start to pull in.
Yeah, and you guys do that. I have a little scene set up for the factory, so y'all can see what I imagine.
Mm.
And
Swift.
the Swift Blue Ribbon Factory, but our established it was called the Blue Ribbon Meatpacking Plant. But
Alright.
so like I'll say like all of this is like uh this is like the code area, I guess. Over here would be more of the smokehouse, and or this is like the coder area, and like through here is like the main entrance where like the office area is. That's where you go if you have to talk to HR or something.
Okay. We're gonna, I guess, go around to the actual like the meat area or whatever. We're gonna try to get to that. For which way would we go in? Let's see.
Can I do read a bad situation?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. And that is a failure. So that makes 2 hard moves I can take.
Such horrible rolls.
God.
I'm glad you can finally roll though.
Yep.
Stoked about that. You pull around to what looks like a loading area. There's these big long shutter doors and some just like human sized doors as well. And yeah, you're at a entrance.
So we're gonna, I guess, kind of slowly, cautiously walk in with
The doors are locked.
doors unlocked.
That is my hard move. You cannot get in directly this way.
I want to blast this door open.
I mean, you can roll kick some ass, but they're big metal doors.
We do like.
Wait, I want to roll. Read a bad situation.
Okay.
What's my best way in?
Do you want? I'll give you that answer if you aren't just standing here staring at these doors. Do you want to like walk around the factory?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, I'm looking around.
Okay. As you're like walking around the perimeter, you see there's a like a 7-foot tall fence. With and on the other side are some like little like picnic tables and benches and chairs, and the door is just barely cracked open, and there's cigarette ashes or cigarette ashtrays all scattered around. This is like a smoking area,
Oh,
but
I
you see
didn't.
that the smoking area door is
Okay.
cracked, like somebody forgot to open it.
Also,
Or
I
somebody
had
forgot to
never
close
read
it.
this, but if we act on the answer, we get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. So also, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Not outside the factory, no.
Okay.
You get one more if you want to hold on to it.
I'm gonna hang on to it.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to ask. Right meow.
Let's go around to the fence side and see if we can get in that back door.
Let's do it.
And that fence, it doesn't have like barbed wire or anything over top of it. You can just
I get out my
pretty easily climb it.
lightsaber and cut a hole in it.
That's not a thing.
I get out my
I
spy
tried.
knife. I get out my spy knife and cut a hole in the gate.
I pull out my
I
chainsaw.
should have went lightsaber instead of ray gun, man. That one up.
And,
Now, just
so
for
we,
flavor, I let you call it a ray gun, but it's going to do the same stuff a gun does.
Yeah, it still is 3
So
harm.
yeah. But I'm just saying. So if you're going to try to use a ray gun to melt a metal wall or something, that's not going to happen.
What about my lightsaber though?
So we jump the gate, right?
Yeah, easy enough. The lightsaber is actually just a big pink dildo that you call the lightsaber.
I get it out anyway. I say I'm ready, guys.
Are the lights off? Are the lights off inside?
They are, but you still see like little auxiliary lights running, like over fire alarms and stuff like that. So it's not completely dark, but
Clicking my
it's spooky
flashlight,
dark.
which is flavored to be E.T.'s finger.
I also clicked the flashlight and with my weapon drawn, and we're like, "All right, be careful."
Do we
And we
see
start
where the
inspecting.
cooler is?
There's directory signs like
fair enough.
at each intersection. Yeah, there's it's a business, it's a factory. They don't want people getting lost.
I'd like to investigate mystery, but I feel like I'm just gonna fail again, like every single freaking roll.
I'll help him investigate a mystery.
Okay, yeah, you can roll a help out.
What the fuck?
I would not roll help. Never mind.
I did it.
Well,
Well, I
you're
guess it
both in
doesn't
danger
matter.
now. No, that's why I was gonna say. Wait, I was like, don't roll anything. You had already done it because it doesn't matter now.
This has been the worst rolls all night.
Dr. Eel, what are you doing with while you're with the group?
Can you do 2 rebat situations?
I'll allow it. Sure.
God damn.
I also want to use my last hold and read a bad situation
Oh my god.
to
Jesus
see
Christ.
are there any dangers we haven't noticed inside.
That's what I was going for, but
While you're making your way towards the meat trimming area, you hear as you're walking through the halls of like the office like area, there's like a drop ceiling kind of, and then it like opens up to this big meat packing plant. While you were walking, you heard like the tiles above you start to kind of like move around.
They're in the ceiling, boys.
That's probably what we expected.
Can they hear? Why are we,
I mean,
do they have ears?
They
Did the
don't-
one look like it had ears?
They don't have ears.
We could probably talk
Worms
to them.
I mean, you don't know. You didn't study its anatomy, and me as the keeper, I am refusing to tell you. So,
We still got that one. Let's go out there and check it out for ears.
We got it with us, right? In the lockbox.
Yeah. Let's load it up and see if it's got ears.
I'm going to say it's in the van. I mean, unless
Man.
you didn't say you were bringing it in, so
I
I'm
did
not
say
gonna let you
when we
regret
started,
telling
we
it.
were going to try to get a pet.
That is true. But,
I'm just-
no.
It's in the
Mhm.
van.
And
Oh,
it
terrible
opens up, and
pet.
there's like there's a big it's like a conveyor belt, but like on the like hanging down from chains. And there's like you get the idea that it starts off at one side of the trimming area, the meat trimming area, and like one guy will cut so much of it off, push it down the line, the next guy cut it and just push it, and just it goes on until the end of the line when it is butchered how it needs to be shipped, right? And you guys have your flashlights and you're walking around scanning the area, and you get to the end of it, and there's these big boxes of stacked on pallets. There's these big boxes of meat stacked on pallets, and uh, I have 2 hard moves left. So one of my hard moves is going to be the those boxes stacked on the pallets start to vibrate,
Oh, that's not good.
and they start to rock back and forth. And the one I will say there's like 6 of these huge boxes stacked on a pallet. The one at the very top falls over, and when it does, it busts and meat goes everywhere. And the first thing you see is like 5 or 6 eggs, followed by 3 of these little brain slugs that slither towards you.
I'm going to start blasting.
Roll kick some ass.
Take a shot as well.
Yeah, you shoot one real good and it blows up.
Dr. Hill, shoot one. Do you have a gun? Oh, no.
God damn it. Can I get a success? I got a mixed success.
Mixed success is you shoot one, and as it's like launching towards you, and you shoot it out of the air and it explodes. But as it explodes, through like the guts of the one that you just shot, another one come through, and you don't have enough time to get a follow-up shot.
Oh, boy,
And
it's real cinematic.
It bites your arm, and you take 2 points of harm, but it falls down as it's not. It didn't get a good grip to like climb up to your brain or anything.
Do you roll shoot?
Almost dead
You
now.
roll kick some ass.
Okay.
And so you got one like right at your feet, Agent R.
Stop
and
it.
2 are dead.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot the one at his feet.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Uh,
God This has been the worst.
Dude, I failed every roll today. Every single one.
You guys
I'm
are
almost
raking
the
up experience.
I'm doing pretty good.
same.
Uh,
I'm almost leveled up twice.
You shoot the ground, and it ricochets up and hits a box that's also stacked up and vibrating, and it falls over. And instead of like a bunch of meat falling out, a bunch of like bare bones roll out of this box, and there's 6 of these slugs.
Well, son of a bitch.
Mm.
Well, listen, we can stand here and shoot all day, but there's got to be a better way.
Let's run.
Real quick, Mr. R, roll act under pressure because this one's right at your feet and it's going to try to slither up you.
Probably gonna fail fucking again. Even though I have +2 in this.
And so,
Oh, thank
oh,
you.
Oh,
you did it. As it goes to crawl up your arm, you like stomp it and it like splats out from under your boot.
Well, I
Run,
feel
boy.
like
can I use magic?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Catch them on fire.
Are you trying to catch all of them on fire at once?
Hit something. If I can hit them all, if I can try on fire at once, I'll try.
Okay, because what class are you? You're the flake. So the only classes that have magic that will let you attack is the spell slinger and I think the spooky. So you actually can't use magic to
Can I banish them
hurt
somewhere?
anything.
I would.
You can banish a couple of them, sure, if you roll good enough.
We should probably get out of the room, guys.
I got a
There's
plan.
A lot of them.
Don't worry,
Advanced
it's going to work
success.
so good.
Okay, yeah, you 6 of them are out. You banish 4 of them, and they just
Oh, well, never mind. We'll just
Ah.
shoot the other two. Let's shoot the other two.
You try it again.
Find my kicks my ass.
Okay, 2 mixed successes. You both shoot them, but with that mixed success, the
Wait, I want to shoot too.
oh, okay, you're all 3 shooting. Cool. So 2 mixed successes and a complete success. Jeremiah, Rusty, you shoot with your ray gun, and it splits. The Mr. R and Dr. Eel, you both shoot the same one, and it explodes. You shoot it, but with that mixed success, you start seeing brain slugs fall from the ceiling one at a time.
Okay.
And you get the sense that you are going to be overwhelmed if you stay in this room.
I want to use. All right. I want to use magic to summon a monster into the world.
How the fuck?
That's the thing.
Where? Show me.
And the effects of magic. Summon a monster into the world.
Okay, how are you going to flavor it to work with you being an alien?
I'm going to summon another alien down. To get beamed down. A fire alien. From the side of Mars closest to the sun.
Okay, roll use magic.
All right, boys. This is going to work.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry.
see it. Oh no.
Watch this be.
Goddamn right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so describe this alien. What does it look like as you describe how you summon it and describe what the alien looks like?
He looks like a kind of like me, but his skin's like black, and then there's cracks with it's like lava inside. Lava? Is that a word? It is now. Was in the
we-
90s.
We made it work.
Nobody cared about words in the 90s. And yeah, he's just all like made of fire kind of.
Okay, and what do you do to summon it? Do you have like a little alien teleporter you throw down or something?
I mean, I didn't think that far ahead.
I'm putting you on the spot. Just
Sure. I gotta
paint me a word picture.
I break out. I look at these guys and say, like, listen, don't worry about this technology. You'll have it one day. And I get an iPhone 6 out. And I press a button. It's like his button. And it's like a distress signal for the fire aliens. And shit goes bad.
Then disconnects and then reconnects.
No, this is iPhone 6. This is the 6th one. This one's good. They get shitty again after that, but then they get good again later on. You guys will see. We're on the
As
iPhone
alien.
6000 right now. It's insane. It
As
knows who
soon
you
as
want
I-
to call before you do it, and it just does it automatically.
As soon as the alien appears, I go, Mr. Miyagi.
I'm starting to think you don't know who that is.
It appears and it turns around and it looks at you, Rusty. It goes, and it turns around and sees. And by this point, they have kept falling from the ceiling, and there's like a solid like dozen of them. And he goes, and you get a sense of this fire alien is not very smart.
I'm
And
like, hey,
he like flows. He
kill
what?
with fire.
And he goes,
I was hoping you just start
See,
eating all of them. Just like just
he
eat them
runs
one
up
after one.
and
Tell him to
yeah,
set the
that's
whole
actually
place on. Tell him to set the whole place on fire, Rusty, and let's get the fuck out of this room.
Burn this motherfucker down. Let's just yell at him.
and he starts grabbing them and he's like squishing them in his hands one at a time. But then more and more start to fall from the ceiling, and he like does this weird thing where he flames up and burns a big majority of them, and they're just falling on top of him. But he has effectively caught this building on fire, and
Cool, let's leave.
he stomps through a bunch of them, and he turns around and he gives you a thumbs up and goes, "Ah!"
Is there a sprinkler
Yeah.
system here?
Yeah, but I'm gonna say at the rate of which it accelerated is probably not going to do very good.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna use
So
magic
these guys
to-
like, hey, I mean,
for a
like,
tidal wave.
I don't.
but as he
don't-
turns around and gives you a thumbs up, a single brain slug lands on his head,
Mm.
and you see it sink its fangs right into the
Even though
the
he's
top of his
hot like
skull.
lava.
And the brain slug like starts to boil as it does it, but then the alien cools down, and the brain slug has effectively taken over this giant alien, and
Well, it didn't
he's
say
gonna
that
rush you
could happen. I
guys.
wouldn't have used it.
Time to go.
That only happens on a mixed success. All right, let's just run.
I start hightailing it out of there.
Okay,
Yeah, we
as
live
you
in
guys
a-
I was leaving.
as you
See
guys
you
are
later,
running
boys.
out, you notice behind you, and I'm going to need everybody to roll act under pressure. You guys are running out, and there is the factory itself is starting to catch on fire, and you start to see with that drop ceiling moving around. You all got mixed successes. The tiles in the drop ceiling start to fall as you're running through the factory the same way that you ran out, and you guys manage to like some debris maybe like hit you in the head or in the shoulder while you're running, but you don't take any harm. But it slows you down and you're not able to make it out of this factory as fast as you'd like it as you like. And do you guys go out the same way you came in?
Yeah.
Wait. Do I have another hold? Where's that thing at? I do. What is my best way out?
Either the way that you got in or the front doors like the office doors.
Like, which one's the fastest?
The
Which-
office doors are a straight line.
Let's do that one. Let's get out of these office doors. Let's do it.
Okay. You make it to the office doors and they're locked, but like the lock's on the inside and you can flip them and get out.
Well, they gotta say, oh no, it's locked.
And then I go up and go.
Oh, God.
It
It was a close one.
Mhm.
And
Sure was.
as you guys are running out, you hear an explosion go off behind you, and you guys like fall face first as it's like real close to you guys, and you get like a sigh of relief, and you feel like you've taken care of the problem, but it might be terrible as far as public relations goes. And you hear one more explosion, and you look back, and walking out of the fire is this fire alien whose eyes are blank, who is still being controlled by this slug.
Can you just unsummon him?
But he's went cold.
Can you just unsummon him, Rusty?
Sure.
Unsummon him.
I banish him back to the planet.
Hmm.
I banish him to the sun.
To the sun. Did somebody fill a roll earlier?
No.
Not since.
No, not since I used my last hard move. Okay. Yeah, and he's getting close, and he's like, stomping towards you, and he's like, "Arr!" And then with the same iPhone 6.
I'm like, we need to beam this man up to the sun. He's a goner. I'm sorry.
And he boop.
And then I look
And
at the other guys.
he's
I say,
gone.
hey, guys, we get hit with Debra's. Deborah's on the way out. Let's check each other, make sure we don't have any of that shit on us.
Do we have any shit on us?
No, you guys seem if you had one of the brain slugs on you, it would already took over your body.
Well, guys, I think we probably handled the brain slug thing for this mission, but HQ's gonna hate it. We're gonna go ahead and
Well, they said we could burn it down in the dark.
true, but I think they wanted us to try something else, although there was no other thing. So I'm gonna have to talk to him, but it should probably be good.
As you're saying that, you see a blacked out 1970 Charger like whip in like a bat out of hell. It does like a 180 and like stops at your guys' feet. And the guy that you met at the end of the last session, what was it, Jenkins?
Mm-hmm.
Jenkins steps out of the car, and he says, "I came as soon as I could. What the fuck
say-
happened?" And he's like
I
looking.
say,
up
what's
and
up,
down.
home slice? And I rip up my shirt so you can see my tattoo.
And he goes, "Sweet tat, man."
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, yeah. What happened?
We were cold.
Mm-hmm. Very
And
cold.
we needed some warmth.
Mm-hmm.
We
Turns out ham burns great.
All right. Well, it seems like the source of the infection was here, and it was huge. So
He
we
said,
really had no.
infection. I'm
Yes,
sorry. I'm on the dark in this.
It
Your
was zombies, man.
agency
There were zombies.
called.
brain slugs.
Your agency radioed me and told me to come because I was closer. I guess I don't know.
Brain slugs.
Brain slugs. Okay. He pulls out a little notepad and he writes that down. He goes, "That's a fucking new one, but okay, whatever. I guess."
And yeah, we had to burn it down to the ground. So that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. They were in there laying eggs like crazy, man. It's an alien thing, dude. We lay eggs sometimes, you know?
Laying egg. Oh God, really?
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
and Rusty goes over to the corner. He goes here up. He lays a turd on the ground.
I say you got here a little late, but if you want to do something, you can give Rusty an eval.
And
It was
he
the Waffle
says,
Home, man. It's bad for your digestive system, I think.
He said, "I'm not going to fucking touch him."
I wouldn't. I think maybe I need my gallbladder out or something.
You go. Aliens have gallbladder. Actually,
we got
I don't
3.
Care. Don't tell me.
We got 3.
Don't tell me. I just said don't tell me. I don't care.
3.
And he pulls out a cell phone that is not as advanced as Rusty's iPhone 6. It's
I try to hand him the iPhone 6. I'm like, you want to like?
He puts his hands up and he's like, "No, I got my Samsung Ericsson."
Oh,
And he flips it up and he dials it because. And his phone is a lot more advanced than what anybody has like so far, but not more advanced than the iPhone. And he holds it to his ear and he says, "Yeah, there's been some kind of gas leak over at the Blue Ribbon meat packing plant." And he's like reading the side of what he can at the side of the factory that hasn't been burned off. He's like, "Yeah, send EMS and fire truck as soon as you can.
There's nobody in there. You don't need EMS.
And he hangs up. He goes, I was assuming there's nobody in
Also,
there, but we
don't
have
let
to
them put the
cover
fire
for
out until this shit is burned down.
Mhm.
Like,
And-
it has to go.
And he says, yeah, well, we have to cover for it. It's too late to stop it now, but if it just
Oh.
burned to the ground and nobody called the fire department, how shady would that look for everybody?
And it probably would spread out. But
He's like,
let's
you burned
let's
down Lexington.
let's just tell them to give it a few before they start. No one's in there. It's
He's like, it'll
afternoon.
take them 30 minutes to get here anyway. Don't
The
worry
only
about it."
guy in there was that janitor Bill. We locked him in the closet. That was it.
There's no
He's
janitor.
what? And he like grabs his firearm and like goes to
there's-
like run inside.
Yeah,
And,
go in there and
there's-
check it out. It's cool.
There's no janitor.
He stops in his tracks and he looks at you, Rusty, and you just see the hatred in his eyes, and he says, "I gotta fucking do something about you."
And I look at him and I go, "You could shoot him if you want."
You can
Like,
try.
I'm
I go in corporal and I'm like, oh.
Oh, I was Googling, by the way, while you guys were role playing out, and I want to take this approach that being in corporal doesn't mean immune to damage. It means that you can pass through solid walls.
Bullets are solid
So-
objects.
So I'm going to come up with something that can hurt you, is what
True
I'm saying.
story.
Like I said, I'm still going to make it to where you can take damage, maybe not from bullets, but it's the equivalent of like making somebody with a real high AC just do saving throws all the time.
That's right. I'll
But,
level up again. Don't worry.
But he's like, well, I guess it's under control. I still just really fucking hate you, Rusty.
Hey, man. You know what?
As you're talking, he
I
gets
love
in his
you.
car, and you get Love out, and he like slams his car door and drives off.
And I just yell,
And you guys have
just yell at
solved
him,
my brain slug puzzle.
Well, thanks everybody for going out here and watching this.
We ain't done
Okay.
yet. Hang on.
Oh shit! Oh,
Golly,
I thought
man.
we were done. I thought we were done.
So since we're going to be playing more than just one session of the Monster of the Week, at the end of each game, we get to do something called the end of game something. Let me see if I can find what it's
Roundup.
called. The end of game roundup is what we're going to call it. But in the end of session experience, I like end of game roundup. So I have the book in my hand right here. I'm gonna show it real quick. So I get to ask you guys some questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did we save somebody from certain death?
I
Bunch of
guess.
somebody's.
Saved our own
did-
asses.
Did we learn something new or important about the world?
Yeah.
There's brain slugs.
And did we learn something new and important about one of the other hunters?
Yeah.
And Rusty's a jackass.
So
I learned
Or,
that Mr. R wants to take away character agency from people.
So since we answered yes to all of those, you guys get 2 extra experience.
Only, oh no, I had 3. Boom.
I
Leveled
probably
up.
I think I level up twice from all the
Then you take you can only level up once through a mystery, so you can't like once you level up during a mystery, you just leave it. But so you pick your improvement, and then you get 2 extra experiences to add on
next
for
time.
next time. Yep.
Alright.
Or if you were like 2 experience points off, you can just go ahead and mark those now and level up.
Where is the improvement?
I need
It
to knock my
is
sheet
right
bigger.
under gear.
Shit's a little harder to see if you got it like narrowed down.
No,
Yeah.
I see it. I see it right here. All right. So are we done now, Jeff?
We can be unless you guys want to just tell the stream what improvements you guys are taking.
I have to think about it because they're taking a move from another playbook, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I just don't know what the other playbooks have.
I don't either. I have to go look at them.
Yep. So if how about we save that for next time and we start off next stream with that?
Cool.
Okay, that's cool because I'm kind of looking here. There might be some other stuff I want to take. All right.
Cool. Didn't mean to interrupt you, by the way.
No, you're good. You're good. You know, we weren't done. We weren't done, but we are done now. So I'd like to thank everybody who came out to this chaotic session of Monster of the Week. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and share. Get the community out there, get a little bit bigger. And before we leave, I'd like to give everybody a chance to shout out where you can find them and catch them on their own thing. Well, starting with Jeff.
Okay. Jeff here, Rylan on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. And find me live streaming games, and you can hire me to do this for you at home. Startplaying.games/Rylan.
And Jeremiah.
DJ20 on YouTube. Playing Path of Exile. Have like a 150 exalt build right now. It's nasty. Also, Rusty can fly now.
You can catch 2Def at all your social media outlets, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, when we ever get on. And as well as you can catch me personally, Rafael Santiago, and Fiverr, which I can make intros and also cold hip hop beats if you would like. And different varying prices. You can go ahead and call me and we'll go ahead and set it up and get you the music you like. Go ahead, Matt.
MPOW12, MPOW12 across all platforms.
All right. Well, that being said, good night, folks.
2Def. Did I do it right?